spokesman says that it looks, smells and burns like white phosphorus. The Al-Quds hospital, run by the Red Crescent, was also hit. The building is on fire. Around 500 are said to be trapped inside that building. A building housing international media, including the Reuters news agency, has also come under attack. 2 cameramen were injured. Stephanie Decker has more now on this day, day 20 of the war on Gaza.
Thick grey smoke chokes the sky above Gaza, while below it's the ordinary people who suffer Israel's military onslaught. Hospitals, residential buildings and humanitarian centres. Nothing has been spared on Thursday, the heaviest assault yet on the centre of Gaza City. Maisa Al-Khatib was speaking to us live on air when an airstrike hit the building she was in.
Please help us. The Israelis are bombing us with phosphorus bombs. Please help us. The shelling is continuous since last night. We are here in this place. We are around 500 families here under bombardment. Many children are here. The entire tower collapsed. Where are the Arabs? Where is the world? None of them is doing anything. We are being killed. 300 persons just killed in front of our eyes when the tower collapsed.
The building collapsed soon after this phone call. She managed to get out alive, but hundreds of others didn't. Nearby, the headquarters of the UN Relief Agency, itself hit by Israeli shelling.
Right now, the United Nations compound, which centres the whole humanitarian effort in the Gaza Strip, which is well known to everybody, including both sides fighting in this conflict, is on fire. This is a disaster that should not be happening. Earlier this morning, there was a shell landed in our another part of our compound where 700 people were seeking refuge. And 3 people were injured, 2 of those seeking refuge and 1 of our staff.
Thousands are fleeing their homes, seeking refuge from the intensified attack.
We've come from Sabra. A shell fell in the house and people were buried. Where should we go?
No casualties so far in southern Israel, where more rockets have fallen on Thursday. For all the talk of a ceasefire, there is no let-up on the ground here. It's the people of Gaza who are paying the highest price for this war. Stephanie Decker, Jazeera.
As we heard earlier, a media building in Gaza City was hit on Thursday morning. Many journalists have now gathered together in protest. Our correspondent Shireen Tadros is among them.
Okay, so gathered here are dozens of journalists, both Arab journalists and ones from international stations. Everyone is here gathered on the 8th floor of the Ramatan building to protest against what everyone feels is Israel's continuous targeting of journalists. In this conflict, in the last 20 days alone, 4 journalists have been killed. So everyone is here to show solidarity and to protest against Israel's targeting. This is the newsroom where usually there are only a few people operating. Right now you can see foreign journalists and Arab journalists sitting together, everyone working, trying to keep safe and trying really just to keep on and do their job under what is very, very difficult circumstances for everyone. And right through here, as I show you through this door, is the master control room, where a lot of the broadcasting is actually technically done. And you can see inside this room, it's been turned into somewhat of a bedroom, as people here, the journalists here, are also, of course, part of the Palestinian civilian population, and they too have been caught up in this war. They haven't been able, many of them, to get back to their homes, and they've had to sleep in this office, as the rest of us have had to, for the past at least a week and a half since the ground offensive began. So you can see here a little bit of a sense of the fact that everybody here in Gaza feels unsafe. Everyone feels that they can be the next target of Israel's attack, whether that be a UN shelter, a mosque, a hospital, a school. It seems that nowhere is immune from the constant bombardment that Israel has subjected everyone here to in the past 20 days. Shireen Tadros, Al Jazeera, Gaza City.
Well, with us now from Ramallah is Saeb Erekat. He's a senior Palestinian negotiator and a member of the Palestinian Authority. Thanks very much for joining us. Let me start by asking you about the diplomatic initiatives that are underway to try and bring this conflict to an end. Are we close to a ceasefire deal?